Hello, my dear students. Again, we are on the same job of discussion on questions, especially on the modern periodic table, because this chapter is once again repeated in 11th class a little bit in detail. That's why we have to give importance to the last two chapters. That is this one, and one more is structure of atom, what we learnt in the ninth class, and the second important chapter of 10th class is what? Carbon compounds. So structure of atom, carbon compounds, modern periodic table from 9th and 10th are repeated in the 11th class. Okay, that's why we have to discuss slightly in detail. So with this, I welcome you all for today's session on discussion on modern periodic table. What is the basic difference in the electronic configuration of the elements belonging to group 1 and group 2? Group 1 is called as alkali metals and group 2 is called as what? Alkaline earth metals. And in the group 1, if you see the valence electronic configuration, their general valence electronic configuration is ns1, and of group 2 is what? ns2. That means the basic difference is group 1 elements have only one electron in their valence shell, whereas group 2 elements have two electrons in their valence shell. That is the basic difference. So on this basic difference only properties are there. Okay, right. Next, three elements X, Y, Z belong to 17th group. They belong to 17th group. But to second, third and fourth period respectively. That means this belongs to second period of 17th group. Y belongs to third period of 17th group. Z belongs to fourth period of 17th group. Group is same, but period is different. Second period, third period and the fourth period. Now question is, number of valence electrons in Y is 7. In Y, number of valence electrons equal to 7. Question is, find the number of valence electrons in X and Z. See, here they belong to same group. Okay, let them belong to a different period. But when they belong to same group, they have the similar number of valence electrons in their shell. Because see, in a group we have similar valence electronic configuration and similar number of valence electrons. So because X, Y, Z belongs to same group and Y is given, in the case of Y, it is given that 7 valence electrons are there. Then naturally, X and Z also should have 7 electrons in their valence shell. Element Y with atomic number 3 combines with element A with atomic number 17. What would be the formula of the compound? Okay, element Y, atomic number 3, that is 2-1 electronic configuration. Element A, atomic number 17, means it is 287. This is 2-1, wants to donate one electron. Then this one, which one? A is what? 17, 287 wants to accept electron. Okay, so Y wants to give electron, A wants to accept electron, Y wants to donate only one electron, A wants to accept only one electron. So 1-1 electron transaction. So Y gives and A takes. So Y becomes 1 plus and A becomes 1 minus. After the electrostatic force of attraction, it becomes Ya. So that's why formula of the compound from Y and A is what? Ya. It is not AY, it is Y, because Y is giving electron. A is commences with element A with element number 17. A is accepting. Accepting you should write on the RHS, and giving, donating you should write on the RHS. So formula is what? Ya. Make it Ya. Okay, right. Next, name two other elements which belong to the same family. Fluorine family, halogen family, so chlorine, bromine. Calcium family, alkaline earth metals, magnesium, strontium, barium, radium, any two you can give. Carbon family, silicon, germanium, all those. Okay, so any two you can give. Okay, right. Now, on the basis of the periodic classification, identify each set belonging to either a group or a period. Sodium, magnesium, aluminum, 11, 12, 13, they belong to the same period. So, it is a period answer. Sodium, potassium, rubidium, top to bottom, it is a group. So, they belong to a particular group. Boron, carbon, nitrogen, boron 5, 6, 7 belong to the period. Okay, right. Helium, neon, argon, they are the normal gases. Last 18th group. So, they belong to the group. So, it is a group. Okay, right. Now, the formula of magnesium oxide is MgO. Write the formula of magnesium chloride. See, now we know the formula of magnesium oxide, MgO. Okay. So, Mg we know it is a divalent because it belongs to group second. So, when Mg is 2 plus, oxygen is also 2 minus. That's why 2 plus and 2 minus exchange, they give MgO. So, from MgO, we came to that it is Mg is 2 plus. Now, what about chlorine? Chlorine is a halogen. They want to accept one electron, it is a minus 1. So, when the Mg is 2 plus, chlorine is minus 1. When they exchange, it becomes MgCl2 according to the 9th class cross method. So, therefore, the formula of magnesium chloride is MgCl2. The electronic configuration of an element is 287. What is its expected valency? Okay. When it is having 287, so it want to accept one electron, so that becomes 288, 8 in the last shell. Okay. So according to this rule, its valence is equal to what? 1. Now if you go by one more method, group number, okay, sorry, 8 minus valence electrons, that rule. So 8 minus valence electron equal to 7, that is equal to 1. So whether you go by the 8 minus valence electrons or accepting, sharing, donating nature, valency of this element happens to be 1. Next, two elements A and B belong to the same period. What is common in them? A and B belongs to the same period. What is common in them? They have the same number of shells. For example, if you take second period. Second period starts from what? Lithium. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, okay, fluorine, and the neon. Lithium 2,1, okay, beryllium 2,2, boron 2,3, carbon 2,4, nitrogen 2,3, oxygen 2,6, fluorine 2,7, neon 2,8. They all belongs to the only two shells, K and L. So, if the elements belongs to a particular period, that means they should have what? Same number of shells. Because A and B belongs to the same period, they should have same shells. That is the meaning. See, you want to check whether you understood the modern periodic table or not. You want to check your application level, whether you are applying the knowledge or not. So, these questions are called application level, and only such questions will come in the examination. So, apply the knowledge what you learned, or what knowledge you learnt, whether you understood or not. So, on the basis of what understanding level, knowledge level, application level, so he is asking such questions. Okay, right. How would tendency to gain electrons change as you go down the group? See, when you move from top to bottom in a group, okay, when you move down from top to bottom in a group, what happens? Size becomes more. When the size becomes more, electron goes far away from the nucleus. When the electron goes far away from the nucleus, so that last electron will not have that much control by the nucleus. So when the last electron, due to the bigger size, will not have that much control by the nucleus, and that can be easily removed. So removal becomes easy. So removal tendency becomes easy. Donating tendency becomes easy. So therefore, when you move from top to bottom in a group, the tendency of losing is increases, whereas tendency of gaining is decreases. Okay. So what is the question here? How would tendency to gain electrons change as you go down the group? Tendency of gaining is decreases. Next, why do elements present in a group show similar characteristics after definite gaps of atomic numbers 8, 8, 18, 18, 18, 32? That means first period have second, second period have 8, third period have 8. So this pattern is continued 2, 8, 18, 18. After certain gap, so properties are repeating. So this only told by the Mendeleev, and this is only carried out by the modern scientist. So after certain time gap, if you arrange in increasing atomic number and grouping of similar elements, property repeats. This is called what? Periodicity of elements. Okay. So this is one point. Second point is what? When you have studied the Bohr's theory in the ninth class, it has given K, L, M, N shells from the nucleus onwards. K equal to 2, L equal to 8. M equal to 18 and 32. So 2, 8, 18, 32 is a pattern. So same pattern is followed in the period table also. So it is based on the K-Lemon Bohr's theory or on the period and the group theory, electronic configuration theory. So everything depends upon what? Atomic number or the electronic configuration, and the property repeats after a certain time interval, after certain period. So this all we studied in the our session where this chapter was we are discussing. Okay. So I think we have studied some questions. So in our next class we discuss some more questions. Till then, have a nice time.